Hey, what's going on YouTube? In this video, we're going to be talking about some of the mistakes I made when I first started my own calisthenics fitness journey and muscle building journey. So stay tuned to the end of this video if you want to avoid some of these mistakes I made in my past.
One of the first things we're going to talk about is diet. So at the time, I was following a fad diet called keto, and I was eating in a caloric deficit unknowingly. So if you don't know, in order to build muscle, you need more calories plus protein. So you need at least 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight or 0.8 grams of protein per pound of body weight, depending on what you want to listen to. I was simply not getting in enough calories. I was not getting in enough energy, protein, and nutrients to build muscle. I was staying skinny because I was following fad diets such as keto and intermittent fasting. The reason why I was doing intermittent fasting is pretty stupid. I seen online that some people were promoting fasting for human growth hormone increase. So I thought if I could fast and increase my human growth hormone, I would definitely build muscle and stay lean at the same time. But all that really ended up happening was I did not build any muscle and I stayed super skinny. Second thing we're gonna be talking about is doing too much cardio. I simply had a super high activity level all throughout high school and in middle school as well. So if you don't know, I actually started working out when I was in middle school. I used to do 100 push-ups a day, thinking that was going to grow me muscle because I was watching Dragon Ball Z at the time, and I thought that's what you had to do to get big and strong, like this guy over here, Vegeta. I learned eventually through time that I was wrong, that I needed to train to failure, I needed to hit failure sooner, and I needed to do specific hypertrophy work to grow muscle. At the time, I was into parkour, martial arts, and a whole bunch of other things. My goal was not only to build muscle, so I had other goals as well. I wanted to get better at parkour. I wanted to get better at doing handstands and stuff. Throughout time, I learned that if you want to build muscle, you got to focus on it specifically, and you need to eat more calories. You need to not do so much cardio. I walked everywhere, dude. So I walked on train tracks. I walked super far distances, and I used to run and do a bunch of cardio, when in reality, I should have been doing my hypertrophy workouts before my cardio, and I should have cut down the cardio a little bit because I was doing excessive amounts of cardio. Now, this isn't to say that cardio is bad for you or anything. It's definitely not bad for you. I'd highly recommend doing 120 minutes of cardio every single week. But if you do too much cardio, excessive amounts of cardio can definitely hinder your results. Fourth, and quite possibly the most important thing, was lack of sleep. At the time, obviously I was in high school, so I was staying up late, being on my phone, playing video games, doing different stuff that high schoolers normally do. So this is actually a huge detriment to your health, as well as you're not gonna be building muscle properly because you're not getting enough sleep to properly recover throughout the night. Make sure you're getting at least 8 hours of sleep. If you're younger and you're in high school or even in middle school, you need even more sleep. You probably even need like 10 hours of sleep. Some people even need 12 hours of sleep, especially if you're super young. So the younger you are, the more sleep you need. 8 hours is the minimum. So for everyone, that's gonna be different. Some people can literally sleep 4 hours and get away with it. I'm super jealous of you type of people. I wish I was you because I would get a lot more done throughout the day, but I'm not. I have to get at least 8 hours of sleep to feel well rested, ready to train the next day and covered properly. Now, for the most obvious mistake I was making was I was simply not training properly. So I had no idea how to train to build muscle. I was not hitting failure at all in my other training sessions and workouts, but throughout time of doing research and actually going to school to learn about fitness, I learned that hitting failure is actually pretty important. Of course, you can hit close to failure and get most of the results. Now, a lot of people make the mistake of using reps and reserve as a way to measure their progress, but if you're a beginner, this is just something that can actually hold you back because a lot of beginners don't understand how many reps and reserve they actually have. So for me, I definitely found this to be true. When I started doing my training, I would just stop when it started burning, but you really shouldn't do that. You should keep pushing through it, and I think you'll find that you can do a lot more reps than you thought you could. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, please hit the thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new. I'm trying to experiment with new different content. Hopefully I can bring some more helpful and informational content to the channel and more entertaining content as well. I'm really gonna be trying to expand this channel. This has been Kevin Smith from NewAgeWorkout.net. Check out these videos over here, and until next time, I'll see you guys next video. Peace.